How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to episode 3 of Ironheart. This episode is titled We in Danger, Girl. But yeah, last episode we had Riri dealing with the Natalie AI and kind of coming to terms with that and maybe trying to work it out, see if it ends up working. Because at the end of last episode, the Natalie AI did kind of come in clutch. By helping out on the job that, Riri had to do with the Hood's gang. Parker, I think his name is, right? The job involved going into this, organization's, tunnel system, right? Because it was, a way for cars to get through, the traffic and shit, I guess, right? But in doing that, it's destroying Chicago's community and stuff like that. That's their excuse for doing the job and kind of hurting Tunnel's kind of vision in a way and disrupting that. But then at the same time, they want to get paid by Tunnel. So the argument makes no sense. They want to stick it to that company, but they're making money with that company, so it's kind of weird. And the way they got paid is Parker made a deal with the CEO, which, considering what we know about the Hood, could it be connected to the devil in some kind of way, or Mephisto, right, with having, Parker make people sign their lives away or sign their soul away or something like that? I don't know, maybe that's me thinking out of the box there, but I just thought it was weird that she had to sign, Yeah, also Riri's mother knows about the Natalie AI, and then we also had Alden Emmerich's character, I think Joe, right, who helped Riri out when it came to, getting her suit working. I still don't understand why she's even doing the job in the first place. Sure, she needs the money, but, she's made the suit, she fixed the suit, and now she's been seen by a security guy, and Parker... Was it security or was it a police officer? It was one or the other, but, Parker curved his bullet around the corner, fucking Wanted style, so that was pretty cool. Showing off, his abilities. That and the fact that he kind of teleported. Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it all up. So let's stop doodling around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Wait, so how did they get the money? Did the money get delivered to this address?
I'm gonna go home and open up a Michelin star restaurant.
Something Stuart would say. I miss that too.
Open up a school for kids as a money laundering front for my black market explosive. And I almost have enough so I can quit this shady shit.
What? But she's got his hood.
Have you lost your mind?
Damn, this thing is weird.
Weird how? Do we have time to analyze the energy? To get to the bottom of Hood's powers?
Why would he leave his cloak there? Oh, shit.
The hell?
Do not touch the damn hood!
Why don't you go ahead and back away, little girl?
I think you made your point. They won't do it again.
So I assume he needs the hood to have his powers, right?
They're driving local farmers out of business.
We're still running recon.
Why is she doing another job? You've got all that money. I feel like Riri should just leave now.
Your boy slammed my head into a table and still hasn't apologized yet.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Spend frivolously, and when we come back with cooler heads, we bring the heat to another rich asshole.
But then you're not doing anything with that money, though. You're just, you're keeping that money for yourself to become rich yourself.
We Ocean's 11 or The Sopranos.
What's the difference?
There's a lot of difference.
Everyone you're talking about is a criminal, including you.
No, I'm not.
You are. You're a criminal. You're a criminal.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. I was a nobody, but with it.
Yeah, but how did you get the hood?
Pimp Tech?
Nope.
Magic. Now, why don't you take your hard-earned cash and,
Go spend it. I don't know why she just doesn't leave. The fact that she's willing to do another job is kind of weird.
Now you can retire them worn out earphones you be wearing.
How did you get this? He's confused. How she got them?
These?
These are yours.
These are Natalie. Every scratch and scuff on these worn out earmuffs, every single dent is a memory I can hold on to. Get you in your feels, huh?
Yeah, but she's been talking to Natalie.
What you out here doing?
Some shady shit.
Nothing.
You sure you're not hiding something?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Is Parker here?
Oh, hi.
Oh. It's Joe. How did he find her?
Why is there a sweaty middle-aged white man at my door?
Well, Riri and I,
Met at work.
Uh-huh.
We're
He's not a good liar.
Should you really be walking around with blueprints?
nanotech muscle fibers that increase.
No, not nanotech.
You're gonna help me as much as I need, or I'm gonna tell your mom how we really know each other.
Blackmail.
I will see you at my place tomorrow. Is 6 good? I'm sorry, what am I saying? 6 is good.
6 a.m. or 6 p.m.?
Yeah, I know, I'm a criminal. Prep the suit for upgrade.
What the fuck?
Probably got you heisting parts for the next Death Star. I don't know.
It's the next Death Star.
How about you try and treat me like a friend?
How's she changing clothes? Because she's an AI. Like, well, how's that work? Like, why am I questioning that out of all the things of the MCU?
Trying to figure out how to undo my suit override. Sounds like you've got a rock and hard place situation. How I get blackmailed twice in 5 minutes?
Kuh.
Karma. Shut up about it. We go first thing in the morning.
But doesn't she have to bring the suit?
Hey, I got a window seat.
Now you can project without.
Ah, okay. I mean, she wanted it to stay hidden. And now they're going to an event or whatever?
Oh, damn, that's cold. Since you want to show off.
Damn.
Kuh.
First rule of blackmail, sir. Stick to your terms.
What, that's Joe again?
I think I created a monster.
He's kind of like you. Ain't no.
Ah.
Do you remember when Gary caught me?
Yeah, that was his sacred space, and then here you and Nat and pimply hormonal Sean come defiling it.
Oh.
There are gaps, which suck, but
Guess there'd be gaps if I were alive, so.
But is it based on her, like, Riri's memories of her, or Natalie's actual memories?
Meanwhile, you out here being a whole ass criminal.
I told you I got it under control.
For now.
It's all gonna fall apart.
one last place I want to go.
Ah, the place she died.
And you think Parker will let you go?
I mean, let Stuart go, but at the same time, they haven't heard anything about Stuart.
Oh, snap!
That's where she died, right?
My God!
Well, it's like she had the same kind of memories, like she's reading her brain at the same time.
In,
Ow.
out. My Nat was the only one who knew how to calm me down when I spiraled.
It's based on the memories, right?
Riri, these officers are here for you.
But why?
In relationship to Stuart Clark.
He was found dead this morning.
Yep, I knew it.
She is the last person to have called him.
I tried reaching out once, but he never answered.
Her mum knows she's lying, right? I had a feeling he was dead. I just thought it was weird that he wouldn't be answering the calls.
They know everything about me. About Ma. I need that hood.
No. Are you crazy?
No.
You know what you're up against? This magical dude can bend bullets.
Yeah, with the hood.
He's nothing without that hood.
Yeah. Take the hood away, he's nothing. Or is he? Because the scales, right? I wonder if it's like the more he uses his powers, the more his body scales.
Parker will be so distracted with Hunter Mason, he won't even notice if I take just a little piece of his hood. Joe's prototype is about to get a Riri Williams upgrade.
I thought someone was watching him. It's starting to spread up his neck.
I can't find anything on Hunter Mason, man. No vices, no weaknesses. Hell, no social media.
We can't find a pressure point. Maybe we'll just have Riri hit him with the 1-2.
Yeah, but why can't he just do it? Like, he'd teleport.
You think the crew would be down to go into this half-ass just because you're blinded by your personal vendetta?
Personal vendetta.
They will be caught and brought to justice.
And now that's just convinced him to do it.
No.
His ego.
Well, hell, man, we used to do this together. Maybe you don't need my help no more.
It's just...
No, he's doing it for a reason. He has to do it.
You say we hit heirloom and I got your back.
Something's gonna go wrong.
Trying to create a neural link between myself and a computer chip to test the potential for prosthetic
Dude.
implants, and whoopsie.
What did you do?
What the fuck? Obviously that hurts. No shit.
I put local anesthetic.
Alright.
Thing is, I just need to borrow it.
I knew it. No.
Just to test it.
God, his fucking arm.
No. Riri, please put Dad back.
Dad.
The hell?
Sash is...
We're close.
We were close. Wow.
Obadiah.
Wait.
Obadiah is a common name.
It absolutely is not.
Obadiah, fucking Jeff Bridges?
Obadiah Stane.
Yep.
Died in that horrible plane crash? That Stain?
Yeah. He did die in a plane crash. Wait, what?
Dad died trying to kill Tony Stark, and I've spent my whole life trying to be nothing like him.
Oh, okay.
I cannot be a party to whatever you're up to.
Damn, what a twist. Was it ever established he had a kid in the first film? I don't think it was.
It's the kind of hero he was.
Was?
Yeah, he died.
Drive-by.
That was a drive-by. Was it targeted?
Yeah, but I had an ironmonger.
I didn't know they covered it up. At the end of Iron Man, didn't they all talk about what happened?
This won't blow back on me.
It might. I have a feeling it's gonna come back to him.
Might be a hero in there after all.
Just maybe stop doing the criminal shit. I feel like she got out of that way too quick. It was cool, but she got out of that way too quick.
Get that hood piece, get our leverage, and get the hell out of Dodge.
Cameras down in 3, 2, 1.
Nice. There's a watchtower with no guard on it. There's probably some weird shit in here. There's a way underneath the facility. If that comes right off... Oh, okay. There you go. She held her breath pretty long.
Riri, let me punch this dude right in the throat.
Ned, don't do anything.
Me and Riri are set.
I know you're there. I let myself in.
Really?
Why don't you tell me about
It's
myself?
gonna make noise, right?
Light it up. We're gonna burn your greenhouses, one by one.
Riri, the meter. I know. You don't want to set off any...
Stop talking.
3, 2, 1.
Ah, is it because of Riri? CO2 levels. Oh
Danger girl.
no. Oh, name of the episode.
One of the geniuses in your crew triggered the sensors, and now they're all trapped.
It was because of Riri, right?
And get out of my sight.
It's gonna kill him.
Okay.
He's gonna take his eyesight or some shit. Oh. He's still there though. Hey, she got some. There's no way you'd be able to get through that. You gonna punch it? Why is he still there though? Maybe just sneak out the same way you came in. Why didn't she sneak out the same way she came in?
Pumping carbon dioxide into them. I'm coming to get you.
Why are some of them already at like 90+%? The ones that the characters are in are taking longer. What the fuck? Ugh. Interesting, he's not killing any of these. Whoa. Never mind. Pretty sure he just killed them. Why didn't she just go back into the... Ow.
You're in your suit. Why you sneaking around with a piece of Parker's hood and no Parker?
I know y'all killed Rampage.
See, we don't do loose ends around here.
Yep. Of course I don't. Oh my god. That's not Riri. Ah, acid. I don't understand why she didn't just go back into the underwater shit. Like, I don't get it. Oh.
Yeah, what's happening?
Suffocate, idiot.
Please keep talking. Please keep talking. Does the suit have oxygen?
1.
That's his own fault. He just stood there. No one knows he's in there, right?
Riri, fly over and find him.
Well, Riri knows where he is.
See him? Did he make it out?
Nope, he dead. So he can only go invisible. Or can he? I don't know. He can teleport, right? I don't know. Because how did he end up in the CEO's car? Last episode. That looks so much better than Nanotech. Her DNA's gonna be on that, right?
This is a part of the plan.
I'm done with you!
Oh, that's creepy as fuck. It was Riri.
Good?
Nope.
No! No, I'm not.
I feel like the music was a bit excessive there at the end. Yeah, I'd probably say that was the best episode of the show so far. Like that last few minutes, was really good, and then the twist of like the Joe twist, you know, like that wasn't expecting that. I guess Ezekiel's fucked, right? Because I said it would trace back to her, but it would actually trace back to him, right? And she promised him to. That's what always happens when you promise a character something. You know that promise is going to be broken in some kind of way to advance the plot. John's dead. The police will be looking for Ezekiel, and the Hood or Parker is after Riri now. I was hoping we'd see. It's got to be Mephisto, right? It's got to be. I'm so curious how Hood's powers work, though. Is it teleportation or is it like he just goes invisible? Because if he just goes invisible, it's kind of an arse power. Because like, he'd have to teleport now. Because how would he have ended up in the car with the CEO of Tunnel last episode? And then he managed to get out to save Riri. You know what I mean? Like it must be teleportation of some kind. Maybe it's just a bunch of different powers, to be fair. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that it's got to be connected to Mephisto, though. Like, obviously he sees everything that's happening, right? Like, so he knows it was Riri that was responsible for John's death. Or it might be because she's got the Hood, right? So maybe he knows that something's wrong. Yeah, the Obadiah twist was wild. You have his ashes fall on the floor, then he hoovers them up, and then it's like, yep, this was Obadiah's stain. I guess he is a stain, right? He's a stain on the floor. But that was a pretty crazy twist. And they covered it up. I don't know if I'd buy that cover up, though, because didn't they know it was Obadiah, Iron Man 1? Like, didn't they talk about, like, Obadiah dying in that incident and falling into, like, the arc reactor shit? I feel like they did. I don't know. I might have to, like, just rewatch some of Iron Man 1, but like it's crazy that stuff from Iron Man 1 is coming back. You know, it was pretty recently that it came back in like Far From Home, right? With that one guy that Obadiah had a scene with. So it's interesting that all that's kind of coming back. Also, is this the first time they mentioned Ironmonger in the MCU? Because like I don't know if did Obadiah call himself the Ironmonger, or was that just like a name fans gave him, or like the MCU just gave him? But they didn't like say it in the MCU type of things. This is the first mention of him being the Ironmonger, because I don't remember if they ever called him that in any of the films or anything. Overall, it was a pretty fucking solid episode. I do feel like obviously Parker's ego is taking over, but is it ego or is it Mephisto that's influencing him in some kind of way? And I do find it interesting that he wants everyone to sign something. Sure, maybe it's to get, you know, his crew on the payroll, but there must be something else to that deal. What does the devil do? Right? If it is Mephisto, what does the devil do? The devil likes to make deals. Or demons like to make deals. It's just interesting that he's trying to make people sign like these contracts and stuff. But maybe that's too on the nose. I don't know. Maybe it genuinely is just like, we want to be on the payroll, sign the shit. But obviously this CEO wasn't having any of it. And also he knew that he'd be coming. So I mean, it's basically confirmed that we're going to see Mephisto, right, at this point. It's either Mephisto or Dormammu. It's one of the other. But I'm going to say it's more Mephisto, because, like, it seems more demonic. I mean, I guess Dormammu, in a way, is kind of demonic, but it's, like, it's red. You know what I mean? Like, the hood is red. Mephisto usually, like, wears, like, reddish shit, and obviously he's in hell, which is kind of always depicted as fire and burning and shit like that, so I mean, granted, fire's more orangey than red, but you know what I mean. The devil's kind of always depicted as red, right? So, like, I'm curious who's going to play him. Or if we'll even, maybe it'll just be a CGI version of him, or maybe we'll just hear the voice, but we won't see him. Maybe his shadow or something like that, but they'll never actually show him yet. Because, like, would you really introduce Mephisto in Ironheart? Like, it seems a weird decision to add him in to this show and not like Doctor Strange or something. Like I said, you know, with last episode, Doctor Strange in the Dimensions of Hell, I think is a good title for a Doctor Strange film. At the same time, I just hope, like, if they want to do Mephisto right, they have to do it right. Like, they have to make him be this ongoing villain that isn't just dealt with like that, you know? He's literally pretty much the devil of the MCU, or Marvel anyway. I've just searched Mephisto, and it says from the Faust legend, which is what showed up at the end of last episode, right? It was behind Riri, the Faust shit. It's 100% Mephisto then. I mean, obviously, like, it makes sense, but I just hope it isn't, like, the only reason we're getting him isn't just in response to WandaVision. If we do end up seeing him in the next 3 episodes, I hope they do him justice, and he's not, like, defeated of anything. Hopefully it's just a situation where the Hood is defeated, but Mephisto kind of is still lurking around, so then we can have him show up in like a Doctor Strange film or something like that. And then I guess you could just end it maybe like Mephisto's like storyline and arc with like a Midnight Suns film, and maybe this can be how you can introduce the Ghost Rider stuff, right? Because, like, I mean, obviously you've got the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ghost Rider, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I feel like isn't canon. Just because they never acknowledge anything that happens in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sure had Nick Fury in it and stuff like that, and they kind of aligned with the events of, like, Winter Soldier and some of the other films and stuff, but after Season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they just abandoned the being connected to the MCU. So I feel like that was confirmation that they weren't really connected. It was more, what I feel like it was maybe a different timeline situation. One where Phil Coulson lived, and that created the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. timeline. Where in that timeline, maybe the Avengers stopped Thanos. That's why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6 doesn't have any references to the snap, right? So maybe the timeline's completely different with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, you'd think, like, the Graviton stuff would be mentioned in the news in, like, the background of an Avengers film or something like that, but no. I mean, we do know Daredevil wasn't even supposed to be canon either, right? Because, like, they've mentioned it before. They wanted to go into this by ignoring the Netflix shit, right? And then they changed their mind. So you know Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't canon, so that basically confirms that we could just get a new version of Ghost Rider, which I'd be down for. I mean, they'll probably just do Johnny Blaze again, right? Like, he's the classic Ghost Rider. Even though I do like Gabriel Luna's portrayal of Ghost Rider, I do. It just sucks that we probably won't see more of that. Maybe we will. Maybe, and if they make Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. canon in some kind of way, that'd be wild. I know people say it is canon, but it isn't. They've never mentioned it. They've never brought anything back from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that's only appeared in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know what I mean? Same thing with the Inhumans show. Like, that's not canon. That's the thing with Marvel. All these shows and stuff that didn't really go anywhere and failed can all just be a part of a different timeline because it works. It's a multiverse, you know? In this timeline, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. happened. In this timeline, this happened. In this timeline, fucking Nick Cage Ghost Rider happened. Obviously, another universe would have Morbius and all that shit. That garbage Sony universe. I'm definitely curious to see where they go, because now HUD's going to be hunting Riri. Government's now going to be, or the police are going to now be hunting Ezekiel. Seems like it's kicked off. I mean, it makes sense. We're halfway through the season. Now there's some crazy shit happening. I'm glad, like, even Riri's becoming kind of self-aware that she knows she's a criminal and she knows she's fucked up, but I just feel like all she needed to do was one job and then she would have made enough money. But then at the same time, she can't walk away because they'll kill her. Because there's no loose ends. I had a feeling Stuart was dead just because he, like, you don't walk away from something like that and then live to tell the tale, you know what I mean? Like, you got replaced, dude, because you were shit at your job and because you nearly cost us everything, you're going to get killed for that. But yeah, I do wonder if Xavier's going to find out about Natalie. Probably, maybe next episode. I'm still curious how the Natalie AI works. Is it just, it must be based on Riri's memories, because when she started having that, like, I guess PTSD, right, to what happened to Natalie, the real Natalie, the AI Natalie was starting to glitch because it was feeling what she was feeling, because the only reason AI exists is because she scanned her brainwaves. Interested to see where they go with the HUD stuff. Like, that's the most intriguing part of this right now, and I know that's kind of fucked up to say, because, like, I do like Riri, and I'm interested to see where her story goes and how she, you know, improves herself in terms of her, like, character arc and shit. But if you're going to introduce Mephisto, I'm more intrigued about that. The reason I'm more excited about the HUD stuff, though, is just because, obviously, Mephisto being a part of the MCU, and on top of the fact that, you know, this might lead us into a realm of crazy shit, you know? Like, Blade will definitely kind of lead into the Mephisto stuff, because once you've got Mephisto in, you've got demons in, let's bring in vampires, right? It sucks that Blade film still hasn't been made, though. Like, it's supposed to come out fucking, like, last year, this year, 2 years ago. Like, it's in fucking development hell. I mean, to be fair, they have already kind of used demonic shit, like, obviously Dormammu, but I'm talking, like, of the hell side, you know what I'm saying? Like, not like what Dormammu is, because he's, like, interdimensional, you know what I mean? Mephisto is, like, Earth demon, you know? I mean, granted, he is, I think Mephisto's usually in, like, a pocket dimension or something like that, but still, Dormammu's in, like, the dark dimension or something like that. But you know what I mean, right? Once you kind of introduce Mephisto, then we can start doing some more crazy shit with, like, Ghost Rider and stuff like that. If you introduce Mephisto, you can do Ghost Rider. And then obviously after that, you could do a Midnight Suns film. where you'd have like a bunch of like an ensemble hero cast against Mephisto. So like Blade, Doctor Strange, maybe not Doctor Strange, because if Doctor Strange already fights Mephisto in like in the next film or something, then maybe you wouldn't have Doctor Strange. But Blade, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight. Right? I think in one version of Midnight Suns, I think Iron Fist is a thing. Or maybe instead of Punisher, maybe just do Doctor Strange. I don't know. Because you have to balance it. If you just have like one grounded character who's only been in like fucking Daredevil and shit, like it'd be weird versus like Ghost Rider and Moon Knight and stuff. Like it'd be a very weird decision. But I don't think Punisher's ever shown up in the lineup, right? I just think it would be interesting to have fucking Frank Castle going against demons. It'd be funny as fuck. And let me tell you something, Mephisto. I think it'd make more sense to just have Blade, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider. And then maybe a fifth character. Yeah, I mean, I've rambled on about Midnight Suns and the potential of what could happen in the future of the MCU a bit too much. But yeah, I mean, that basically sums up my rambling. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next video. Ta-ta! And farewell.